Hello and welcome to an episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason, right in front of one of the most magnificent courthouses in the United States. Yep, Santa Barbara County in California. And it's right in the heart of downtown Santa Barbara, California, and is a National Historic Landmark and of course a California Historic Landmark. I'll be doing a tour today, show you some inside architecture and some cool features, and of course a few markers. So stay with me, I will show you around. And another thing I've left out was I'll be going on top of that, the tower up there, where you can get a nice 360 view of Santa Barbara City. I'll take a look at that. And yes, that is where you got to go to do tours, or if you got to pay your bills or fines, or whatever. And this here points north, which is over there. And right in front is the marker. It's a California Historical Landmark. It's number 1037. The Santa Barbara County Courthouse is one of America's finest representations of Spanish Andalusian architecture and a public structure. It stands as the prized jewel of the county, whose people it serves and whose visitors it delights. After the devastating earthquake of 1925, the county of Santa Barbara hired the William Mooser Company to design a new home for county government. The building was completed in August 1929 at a cost of $1.3 million and is the culmination of community spirit, county leadership, and the will of the people to express their historic roots. Architects, designers, artisans, and craftsmen employ their talents in this building and the surrounding landscape with consummate levels of skill. And this plaque was placed here in 2004, March 16th of that year. And here's another plaque close by. This is the Santa Barbara County Courthouse, the National Historical Landmark plaque. It's very different from a lot of other NHL plaques, but this one just says a little bit of historical text. This courthouse complex possesses national significance in commemorating the history of the United States of America. Santa Barbara County Courthouse is a superlative example of Spanish Colonial Revival architecture. Moorish and rural Andalusian design elements and massing make it unusual among county courthouses built in the United States during the first half of the 20th century. Placed here in 2005. There, right there is a fountain. I want to take you over there real quick. That right there is the Santa Barbara County Administration Building. That is the public library. And this is also a place where European royalty had been here. That's right. And over here it says, in appreciation of the choice of Santa Barbara by the first ruling sovereign of Europe to visit America, Albert I, heroic king of the Belgians, Queen Elizabeth, and the Duke of Brabant, October 11th through the 13th of 1919. And more recent, well, not more recent, it was more 40-some years ago, when Queen Elizabeth II visited here to greet President Ronald Reagan in commemoration of the historic meeting in Santa Barbara of the reigning monarch of the United Kingdom, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, with the President of the United States, Ronald W. Reagan, on March 1st, 1983. Some more artwork for you. Looking at the ceiling of this archway, wow. That is the main entrance. So I'm gonna go ahead and go towards the courtyard. Looks kind of more like a relaxation area than anything. But very cool though. And now we're gonna do the tour. Of course you gotta go through the metal detector, like TSA style. And then here's the area to start at. I'm gonna go up to the second floor now. Man, look at all this tile, man. Ooh. I tell you, I'm already impressed so far. But we're gonna make our way to the mural room, where the tour starts. And here's the mural room. Wow. And weddings do take place here. I'll just start on this side and work my way. this is so cool. And take a look at that ceiling. Good golly. Alright, there's two ways to get to the viewing tower. You can get the stairs, or you can take the elevator over there. And this is also cool too, open air windows. Something I do not see in the Midwest. And it looks like there's going to be a wedding in the courtyard. See that bride down there? Alright, congratulations and best wishes.
The columns here are bounded by the campus leaves. The campus is a plant that grows native.
Public telephone. I don't even want to know if this thing still has a dial tone. Oh my god, it does. I don't know what it charges. I guess it still charges quarters or, yeah, 50 cents. Huh. Or you could do collect calls. Yeah, welcome back to 1996. Or 1-800-COLLECT, that's what it is. I was thinking of. Here's a little plaque at the Gettysburg Address. The firefighters flag, the American firefighters flag. Alright, going up to the 4th floor. The clock area, clock gallery they call it, was closed, but that's okay. We're gonna be on our way. Hopefully it's not too crowded up here. But yeah, it's very nice. A little spacious depending on how many people are up here. And you can tell what you're looking at, like that over there is the ocean view. That is the Mesa view, Mission, and then the Riviera. Alright, check this out. Yeah, a nice 360 view of the city. I mean, we gotta go around the whole building, but still. This is looking north. Here's a little map just for those who are interested, like if you want to see Santa Cruz Island, TV Hill. I guess that's where that Lieutenant like looking thing is over there. And then down below is the public library. I don't even know why they included that. And the Grenada Theater. Yay! Here is the ocean view. That of course is the Pacific straight ahead. And there's a lot of landmarks they pointed out, like Stearns Wharf and El Presidio. But instead of pointing you out every landmark, I'm just gonna go ahead and do like a 180 view, starting from the left. Here we go. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Look at that parking garage. I like those things. I don't know why. The ones that like go down. And if you ask me, it's kind of a much better view of the mountains. Like, let's see. That right there is La Cumbre Peak. And then is Montecito Peak. And here's a nice view down below the courtyard where I saw some weddings take place and everybody taking their pictures and all. Now that wing right there is where I took some video and all that, like the library and some of the hallways. Other than that, it's kind of cool to see all these homes and everything that are on the hill. I mean, they don't have to worry about snow or anything. Well, at least not as often as I do. Like driving in icy weather conditions. That's one main benefit of living out here in California. Plus they get a nice cool mountain view. They see it all day long whenever they want to. Or they can see the ocean. And that right there is the Hall of Records. You know, where you can get licenses and all that. And that over there is the old mission. Unfortunately, I will not be visiting today. I may go there sometime in the future when I do come back to Santa Barbara. I know there's a lot of people who are interested in missions and all that. All right, thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Historically Mart. I am Jason on the top floor, lookout point of Santa Barbara County Courthouse. Sign off.